Hello, and we are back again with Michael J. Muccio, the author of the book America's Battle for Free Enterprise, The Value of Incentive and Competition. And thanks again, Michael, for being here.
Great to be here.
Yeah, well, we are going to be talking about Chapter 12 now, and the title of Chapter 12 is The Supersizing of Government Programs. Now, we've all heard of the supersize me, the guy who eats all the fast food and, and what that did to him and everything. But what is this chapter about?
Well, a steady diet of government programs is not good for your overall health. I mean, you need a variety of small business and free enterprise. So the idea is to draw the parallel that it's like eating junk food, and it makes for a fat and a lazy person instead of a more healthy person with the good high fiber foods and fruits and vegetables and all that stuff that's good for the health.
Okay, so could you break that down a little more and kind of explain your analogy?
Oh, that's a great way to apply, breaking it down, because if you have a good steady diet of healthy food, you're going to have the kind of health and where you're going to be excreting waste. And what happens when you've got a lot of free enterprise businesses that are competing with each other is you've got some that don't make it, and so they go by the wayside. But as they go by the wayside, that actually provides manure and for other businesses to come in and thrive and jump in there. And since most of the jobs come from startup businesses, it's ideal to have this continual. It's called creative destruction. When I tried out for Little League Baseball and I got cut, it gave an opportunity for somebody else to play. But then when I improved and practiced and made the team, then there was creative destruction. Now that's kind of a silly little illustration, but that's the point. That's the concept. And we can't be feeling like everybody has to be rescued, and there has to be, where there can't be a failure that actually occurred. That's actually good for free enterprise for that to happen.
Oh, that is very, very interesting. So I guess that applies to your point, of the dangers of a philosophical bent seeping into the government-run schools that hinders quality preparation for a child's future. You talk about the Department of Education having enormous influence over schools in America. Is that causing a problem?
It really is, because you've got, once again, you have a trying to put a statist view into kids and cause them to be politically correct, good citizens, instead of focusing on math and science and reading, the kinds of things that's going to make them effective and be able to be competitive in the world market of young minds out there. And if we don't pay attention to that, and we lose in the world market of creating effective students, then naturally it's going to hurt us a great deal.
Okay, so, that would cause, jobs to end up going overseas.
Well, yeah, I probably should mention that too, is because we tend to think that jobs go overseas because the labor's cheaper, and the labor is cheaper, I admit it. But it's also that the workforce is more highly trained to be able to handle some of the technical jobs that we're losing overseas. And it all goes back again to the Department of Education. Instead of letting the schools be run by the principals, and that the best teachers would be at the key decision-making points as far as curriculum and these things, it's put into the Department of Education, and that's too much power in one central place instead of out there in the trenches of where students and parents are living their lives trying to raise the best young minds that we possibly can. Let's focus on math. Let's focus on science. Let's focus on reading, and instead of trying to create students that are just like cattle, that they're going to just listen to Big Brother, listen to the government tell them what to do. Let's let freedom reign in this country.
Okay, so that you believe that's the solution?
I really do. I really do. I think the solution is less and less big government, less decision making in the hands of just an elite handful of people, and let's get it out there where parents and teachers can be involved. Let's get more free enterprise, trust the free market more.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Michael. And once again, we are discussing Michael Muccio's book, America's Battle for Free Enterprise, The Value of Incentive and Competition. And we'll be back in just a moment to just discuss more of the book.